Okay folks, there's some music playing in the background and I can just show it to you folks. I'll just point the camera away from the photocopier for a moment and you can see there the blue and the green and the pictures of ice cream. It's an ice cream van, just like the old days, playing that Greensleeves tinny music. So there you go, so there you have it folks, and an Australian icon, the ice cream truck. But even if I wanted to have some ice cream, I can't because I'm on a fucking diet. So I can't have an ice cream, but you just saw an ice cream truck. Yes. I remember those back in the 80s. We used to have them coming down where I spent most of my years growing up. So let's see what we can do with this. This is a really, really funny one. It's extremely funny. It's really, really, really funny. You're gonna laugh. Maybe we'll add a bit of contrast. But that was an ice cream van, an old icon from the 80s. Maybe even before then. Okay, let's see what this item is. It is, we'll just show it to you, we'll just roll it across. I don't know where to start with this one, but it's basically making a unicorn poo making kit. So you make these poopsies, as it says here on the front, poopsie. So this is like meant to be unicorn shit. Yeah, just a fun thing that kids, I'm just thinking we're gonna roll it. I'm not sure which way I'm gonna roll it first, where we're gonna start. I'm thinking, I don't know, but basically this is a kit for making what could be classified as unicorn shit. So it's meant to be for a unicorn shit making kit. So I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna just put it in the middle. So we're going to roll this silly thing across. This will be a challenge. I don't know how I'm going to do this, if it's going to work, but it's indeed a... That looked like it's a goer. So far, so good. It's probably the widest thing I've ever roly-polied on this. Unicorn shit. You got to laugh, folks. It is a funny thing. I unfortunately we got all these labels on there, but I didn't want to tear off the plastic because I didn't want to tear off the plastic because I want to redonate this to charity. But that's come up as close to perfect as you can get. That looks brilliant. So there you have it. We're going to make this into something a lot better. So that's our unicorn shit going first go. So I'm going to enlarge it. I don't know how big I'm going to make it. Going to make it 140 by 160. But basically, yeah, it's a funny thing. I'm going to give it away. Probably got loads and loads of chemicals in it that are not nice. This sort of thing is loaded with chemicals. You got to understand that. I was thinking we're not going to make it a movement piece this time, a bowel movement. Funny. Poopsie. I don't know how we're going to make it, but we're going to make it look really interesting. I'm actually thinking we're going to go top first. Top up, and we're gonna make this into something hopefully really interesting. Poopsie, unicorn shit. I don't know how it's going to look. The first go with the roll was as close to perfect as you can get. Now we just have to finish off the job, folks. yeah, that looks nice, but we do need a bit more vertical. I don't like that label, but we can't do much about it. But it looks good so far. Make unicorn poop. Exactly right. Poop from the unicorn's fucking asshole. So we're going to make it go down a bit. But basically, yeah, we're making unicorn shit. We've made it look, we've centered it quite nicely. We now have to enlarge it on the vertical a bit more, or a fair amount. But basically I'm missing a loved one, folks, and I'm trying to get my video work on free-to-air TV on the primetime news. It's really been difficult. I've been trying to do this. I've been trying to get in the news for years now. Now we've got to push it up again. So we just got to push it up a little bit more. So I'm trying to get my videos of my photocopier demos in the primetime news, because it is difficult trying to get it out there, to get my stuff out there. I'm trying to locate a lost loved one, and it's really been so far really difficult trying to do that, and it's really been a challenge to try and get my work on the airwaves. For many months now, COVID-19 has dominated, and there are other news events as well that sometimes come and go, and basically I'm really missing my loved one, Luigi. I really miss him. I'm wondering if I did the wrong thing, or if that's what we're going to do this as. But I really miss Luigi. I really miss him like nothing else. And I'm really trying my best to do what I'm doing here. It's really a challenge trying to get the TV channels interested in airing my stuff. It's really not an easy thing to do. It's really a challenge trying to make my videos stand out from all the other news articles. And I do consider myself the underdog when it comes to getting airtime. That there's a lot of big ticket news items floating around, and with them in play, I can't get my stuff aired. And there's just so much going on. I'm just trying to push these away from them. Fuck, they're just there. So we got this one that just came out. We're nearly there. But it's a real challenge trying to get my stuff out, trying to get airtime. It really is a difficult thing that I feel I have to do. We're going back to 160. I'm wondering if we're going to go any further down, or we're going to keep it as is. But basically it's really challenging trying to get my stuff televised. But I'm missing a loved one, Luigi, and I can't live without him. I'm dependent on the TV channels finally showing my stuff, if they'll fucking just put some time aside for my video work, so they can, and I'm sure they're going to be pleasantly surprised that my shit will finally pay them dividends in money. So they'll get money for airing my stuff. So they're going to get ratings, you know, but if only they just get away from the death, disease, disaster, and just think of putting something different, something new in the frame, instead of just all this negativity that is typical of what TV channels like to air. I'd really like to see more positive stuff appearing on the airwaves instead of the negativity that we have that takes up so much space. This is going to be a real long demo, folks. This is an interesting demo and it's worked out better than I thought. It's been a little bit... I'm wondering if I should have made this into a movement piece. It would have looked nice with all that swirling colour. But it's nice to do things a little bit differently. So most of my roly-poly jobs normally end up as, after the roly-poly, I end up slipping and sliding the piece that has been made. I don't know if this is going to be any good because there's a lot of text and a lot of stickers, like labels, ugly looking labels, but I didn't want to break it open because I want to redonate it. I don't want it to go in the rubbish bin and become pollution straight away. So I'm just going to put this together. So this will be, so it's unicorn shit making kit. So unicorn shit. Anyway, it doesn't look quite as nice as I would have liked it, but had, you know, just face it, it's still got the labels on and the labels ruin the effect. But apart from that, I think now we can call it quits.